Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to kind of a weird game of Endless Legend where hopefully today we are going to put the necrophage threat to rest once and for all. I don't really have a great plan as to how we will do that, but I sure hope we can do it. So, what do we need is the question. First of all, there's a bunch of blue troops in the ocean. Obviously, that would be pretty helpful if they're actually going to sail across. We have to hope. Secondly, it would be really helpful if green could keep pushing on purple instead of being distracted by stupid fungus armies. So this really could not have come at a worse time for us. And third, obviously, we are just going to need a whole lot of troops of our own here. Which we don't have a tremendous amount of up at the front at the moment. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what to do about this. Oh, you know what? I was thinking we were going to have to fight this guy again on our next turn, but he is parked on top of lightning. So yeah, he's just dead. Lightning does damage equal to 45% of your max HP at the beginning of a world map turn. So actually, this ship is already sunk. We've done it. So we should immediately run over and try to sink this fire ship. What are you? Oh, you're okay. Well, something tells me this settler probably not going to survive the trip across the ocean. I assume he's headed for like this stuff. Yeah, seems to be in a little bit of trouble. So here's what I was thinking. First of all, in terms of diplomacy, with green and blue, we are rated blood brothers. There's a lot, you get a lot of approval, a lot of positive opinion out of having a mutual war target, you know? Because we have taken cities from their enemy and we have done war with their enemy, we're just racking up a lot of love here. And same deal with blue. We are technically at peace with the Draken, but they do not have the same feelings about us, and most of the modifiers here are quite negative. So I was thinking maybe we try to talk them into this war. As you can see here, it doesn't look like it's going to be too hard to get the job done. And I don't think that they're actually going to help us or anything, but my hope is that if we just kill some necrophage stuff while they are technically at war with the necrophages, that we'll be able to generate those same diplomatic modifiers with them. So it looks like they think all of this stuff is actually pretty negative. What about tech? They don't really want any of our tech either. Nope, never mind. They would love unskilled labor. I don't really want to give them a reason to want stockpiles, though. I'd like to steer the other players away from stockpile stuff, if possible. They love statistical methods. That makes sense. Fluid biomechanics, less so. And imperial funding, less so. That's interesting. Why do they think this is so much more useful? I wonder if they're taking into account the resource costs. Maybe they just like don't have a lot of Hyperium laying around or something. Well, I mean, that's a lot of bar. We could probably get something back. Okay, not a technology, but do they have anything else that we want? I guess I don't know where we're at on luxuries. Right, the luxury event is still on, so we need 68 points of a thing to pop a booster. Well, Titan Bones alone will be enough to push us to happy, right? And then maybe we can get some gold or something. Wine is only valuable insofar as it pushes us up another rank, right? Because it doesn't do anything. So if it could get us to 90, which it might. What's our overall happiness levels? Okay. So keep in mind, the way empire-wide approval is calculated is it's a weighted average of all of your city's approval levels, and it's weighted by population. So because this city is already so high, when we take a booster, effectively we'll get no benefit from these 10 points of population, and that's a pretty significant amount of our overall. Although actually our empire's population level is like very high at this point. We're doing very well on that. So let's trade for Luxuries that will let us pop boosters. I would love to have the Titan Bones running right now, and I know we could just wait, but like, why? Sorry, so how much was it I needed? 9. I need 9 Titan Bones. Then we get some other stuff, like some gold would be cool. Okay, so we need 11 gold. It looks to me like we maybe... Yeah, that's not quite good enough. We can buy that off. I could give you all 300 of my dust. I think that's fine. Yeah. Okay, they accept. Purple's looking like they're in kind of a rough place. This is what happens when you start eating me and my friends. My advice, don't do that, please. Wow, Pink is doing remarkably well for being a player that's supposed to only have one city. Jeez. Maybe we need to make friends with Pink. So I'm noticing like there is a region down here that is open. It has grass silk and titanium, but that's kind of it. It has a lot of anomalies. Like a lot of tightly grouped anomalies, which is cool, but like we don't really at this point want to be expanding for anything other than access to resources, probably. Here, let's fire these. So that got us to 64, but now we're getting less value from things. Let's see how much this affects. Okay, that almost gave its full effect. So yeah, if we bought the wine, we probably would get to 90. I would need 12 wine. We can probably get 12 wine from him. We can also just wait a little while, but like, you know. So that's going to be like 6 turns. 5 turns, probably. You know, depending on whatever the truncated decimal is. So, I'd like to do it now. It would be cool to do it now. What do you want? 250 glass steel wouldn't get us there. Some significant amount of palladium. They actually really value their wine. You know what? Okay, we'll probably wait on that. You know what we should probably do, actually, is get access to the other half of the market. Let's do that thing. And then you're going for this. Probably want you to sail at this guy as quick as possible. So we definitely want to get him while he's in range of the cannons. Oh, also, deal. Yeah, they had offered this exchange when I loaded up the game. This is ridiculous and also no longer valid because we already gave them statistical methods. So obviously, we can just throw that away. And we're about to have the last stockpile tack. So our stockpiles are going to be super high value. And hopefully that means we're going to get some soon. All right, so I definitely want to lock in this battle here as quickly as possible. Yep, the ship just got deleted by lightning. Great news. I'm trusting that others will deal with the settler. Technically, that settler can uncapture our fortresses, which I don't love. Wait, attack, okay. Let's come down here and make sure we get this. And then, can we get that one too? We can, but not this turn. Oh, hi. No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Yeah, they're going to get it. Okay. Well, we can fall back and get these pearls. That's fine. We found a small amount of dust. Cool. I'm into it. I'm not too good for it. I'm not turning up my nose. Oh, you know what? The other thing we really need to consider is military forces and stuff. So... the units in this city are not very healthy. But we should probably move them to this city. So that we have a reasonable military here behind the big wall. Let's keep our lord close as well. So we may want to build some troops that don't have the big heavy talismans on. Oh, I'm so nervous that settler's gonna attack my stuff, and well, I guess we have a unit in place. Oh right, yeah, that settler would not be able to conquer a thing because we totally have a single transport ship over here. I'm a little reluctant to attack this guy because, like, my 5 units versus their 5 units, I don't actually know what I think would happen. We have a militia, a tiny, tiny piece of a centaur, and then some damaged orcs. Yeah, that's tough. That's a risky one. Where did we take damage? Oh, I'm taking. They have retaliatory stuff on their city, so my ships have taken a tiny amount of damage. Okay, well, obviously he's just going to retreat here, and then we are going to pursue. Yep, and then we'll finish him off at the beginning of the turn. And here comes blue. Well, I guess that's a good reason to get my butt over here. Here comes blue to potentially steal my city. I mean, should I just put myself right up against it? Because I don't really want them to take on from me. It's a big city with... Oh, wow. They just went for that. Okay, interesting. Well, I guess we'll see how it goes. So their units are, yeah, considerably pretty scary. Remember, our orcs do have longbows, and longbows confer Flying Slayer 4. And with 100 initiative, we actually do get to pick targets. Is Webersigo's like got real basic equipment on, I think. Hold on, we'll resolve that in a minute. Okay, so we know you don't need to go there. Yeah, I guess just fall back and get that stuff. Who still has movement orders? Well, the good news is if we do end up losing this battle in an embarrassing way, at least it won't be like big value for the necrophage player. They'll just get run over by blue. But I sure wanted to get that stuff. All right, let's resolve it. We are not given much of a chance by the auto-resolver. So their guy's starting all the way back here. With the intention, no doubt, of pressing our reinforcement spaces. But if he's going to do that, he has to go through the woods. He's only going to make it to here on the first round. So I'm not too stressed about that. Shoot, we can't quite make it to a place where I can shoot at them. Okay, you can. You're not going to do 412 damage, though. So I think what we might want to do, actually, is... Well, I definitely want to take down these fast-moving necrodrones. What we might want to do is something like this. Like, move this way. Work on the dude who's behind the mountains. Maybe we do both? I really, if both of my orcs could shoot the necrodrone, I would just do that. But we don't both get that range. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. We're just gonna have at this dude. Okay. So again, making big use out of units with free cover, or free counter rather. You fall back to here. Remember, standing in a friendly city space in combat gets you bonus morale. Boy, the militia unit should probably, if this thing moves in such a way as this makes sense, go after him. I think if we're smart about this, we can totally win. Wow. Speaking of being smart about this, why would you run onto my own reinforcement panel? Yeah, I didn't think I was going to have to tell my units not to do a thing like that. That's... I'm flabbergasted, frankly. Fight from here, because you have your choice of targets. You kill that thing if it's still alive, but if not, he's still in range to shoot at either of those. Worth it. Yep, and then Wayrasigo at completely minimum value. Now we can stand on the reinforcement panels because we are definitely out of reinforcements. Are you diseased? You did not get diseased. Great news. So, sadly, I only have one melee unit. I do not get to exert very much control here. Yeah, this sucks a little bit. Fall back, everybody. Fall back. We gotta quarantine the diseased one a little bit, because remember, the necrophage disease also spreads when a diseased unit dies. It pulses the disease to every other adjacent unit. So, we need to be a little cautious. You have 3 movement. Yes, there's nowhere that we could run that would be safe. So yeah, just go to here. Let's try to hack them down as quickly as we can. Okay. I do believe. Oh no, right. He was an army unto himself, and so when he fell in battle, he was actually defeated. All right, well, I will create him as an army on the city of Ursay. It did not restore his movement, which I am sad about. But we should be able to just take this now, right? 0 defenders. Yeah, okay. There was a hitch there that made me nervous that there was like an army standing in the darkness, because that's totally, you know, a possibility. And Wayrasigo got a level up out of combat, which is lovely. Alright, if blue can just make it over to Regis, we can start working on Regis. Or even down here if they want to take over Vedra. I think that would be fine. So what do we have left? Just the orcs. Obviously, we'll get that militia back. I'm still trying to build up to 50 of everything for a legendary deed, right? No, don't queue that. Yeah, 50 of each strategic. So I don't really want to be spending titanium right now. But I do desperately need ground troops. Oh, also, look at that. We got one of each stockpile generated the turn we finished the tech that makes them incredibly powerful. That's great news. There's no reason not to fire the science one right now. And then I probably want to use the industry one just over here somewhere, right? Just making it... Okay, we gotta sail around to there. Just building troops, I think. What is this? More fire ships. Okay. One problem at a time. So that's another settler. Because, right, it's 1,600 industry. So we could pump out most of an army. Let's make a new centaur design. I don't know if we want them to be completely basic, but we definitely don't want to use any titanium or hyperium or mithrite in the build. So what's like Dust Axe versus Glass Steel Axe look like? Because we could certainly afford that. 21 attack, 16 damage. 21 attack, 14 damage. There is a huge amount of initiative on this, obviously, but I think I'm okay just sticking with the dust. Yeah, that also, I think I'm pretty fine sticking with the dust. Here we can be a little bit more aggressive. Like, I probably do at the very least want the helmets. My suspicion is this unit's not winning initiative no matter what. It sure would be cool if they did, though. Maybe we can get them there. 1452 versus 2448. Yeah, I think we can still afford to spend that. Plus 15% damage versus defense. I mean, is it even a real question? We're not going to equip totems, because all of the totems require at least one of the 3 resources we're trying to save. But I could give you just like improved initiative 3. How much initiative is that? Plus 30%, so that gets you to 85 without considering the boost from the Lord. That actually probably lets them go first and control a lot of the movement of units in battle. That's pretty high value, I think. So, 511... They're actually more expensive in terms of raw industry than the centaurs with the good weapons. Kind of wild. Yeah, let's just go ahead and fire this stockpile off to get this over with. So 1,700 total industry. That's about 1,000 of it. I mean, I think I'll just create another centaur. Nope. Sorry, another basic centaur. And then we'll bring forth the units from Ursay as well. I'm going to leave them in... Am I? Yeah, I'm going to leave them in Ursay for the turn, because I want them to get the good garrison health replenishment. And then we got lots and lots of places where we need to build things. Again, without trying not to spend any titanium, which is the tricky part. Yeah, that's... So 65. Building this district will take this city's approval level down a bit. I mean, we could just build normal military units back here. It's not a bad idea to have a few laying around, right? You could still build a national museum, and it's probably worthwhile to do so. Oh, yep. There's a lot of good stuff left to do on this continent. Jeez. Okay, probably Geomic Labs first, right? And then, yeah, both of these are really good. Although we have no idea how long the winter is going to, or how long it's going to be until the next winter. Oh, also, yeah, you should probably rebuild the damaged minor faction villages. That seems like high value. And then in Ursay... In Ursay, it would be very helpful if we could get to the water. So I'm just going to build us out to the water. Okay. Now we still have a food stockpile left. We have a truly a large amount of food. Truly terrifying amount of food for somebody. Probably it should just go in the smallest city where that amount of food is going to be the largest amount of overall birth. So yeah. Just a casual 1,600 food drop down there. Genli's doing great work. Is that... Okay, it looks like green is probably going to be in position to repel this attack and then maybe refocus afterward. Gosh, I hope refocus afterward. All right, so we gotta execute some attacks very quickly here at the beginning of the turn. Did I get everything? I did. Imperial coinage is up next. Very good news for us. Okay. Oh, actually, I need to seal this battle up first. because otherwise that fire ship can serve as reinforcements in the other battle, which obviously we do not want. Okay, there we go. So let's lock those. That prevents a lot of this area from even being traversable. Nobody can do anything weird. All right, we're gonna merge the armies up. Then we grab the movement conflux so it affects everybody. And then we head up this way, or do I try to get Vedra? Because Vedra changed hands, right? So we know that its defenses went down. Oh, there's only 2 units in the garrison. This has got to be gettable. And I think it's fairly high value, right? There's a lot of anomalies around it. It's got 10 population. What am I doing? Just attack. Yeah, that'll be trivial. Blue's armies do not seem to be moving particularly quickly toward any kind of real help here. And while everything is sort of like locked up by the battles, we're gonna just take our time and apply ourselves elsewhere. Definitely get that dust refinery going. Over in Galarath, we can build a national museum. We have a couple of districts now. In On, probably a dust refinery. Yeah. What do we want next research-wise? I think there's a lot of compelling stuff. We could try to get the ability to forge alliances. We could just get more troop stuff, but I'm kind of hoping that we're drawing to the end of this war, and from there, war in general. Like, I'm hoping we won't have to do a lot more military stuff. We got our science-related technologies right away. Do we have a lot of... we have some dust water here. Like, we don't actually have the ability to mine most kinds of resources, and we might want to change that. So we have a lot of like mid-tier luxuries. It might be worth like going back and grabbing Reaping Station. Let's do that. Okay, so I think all that stuff's wrapped up. Is this a... They would like to give me an adamantium for peace. Are you still at war with pink? You're at war with brown. It probably doesn't cost me anything to make peace with them. I don't know. I'm going to think about that. Okay, let's start resolving these battles. So first of all, obviously this one's pretty straightforward. It's going to retreat. But now it's lost its action point. You spend an action point when you retreat. So he won't be able to harass any of our fortresses. We're going to keep an eye on him. Okay, he's just trying to go back over there. That's fine. Obviously, here they're going to fight us. And we'll go ahead and manual this so that we don't take any damage. 4 can just sit all the way back here. Your job is to hide in this space. And then live there forever. Yeah, okay. And we'll just start the bombardment. Howdy. Do you really think that that is wise? I mean, I guess I don't have an action point, so there's only so much I can punish you. So this settler just got totally back on land. I mean, technically this city is completely undefended and they could recapture it with a single settler, so we should probably watch out for that. Alright, so yep, that's just a retreat that I didn't dismiss. Okay, let's do this thing. This should be very straightforward. Remember that it's not really necessarily beneficial for us to allow our cavalry units to come into direct contact with anti-cavalry militia units. We probably want to resolve this entirely with our hero and our archers, if we can. So these things have 3 speed. Yeah, alright, we're just gonna... We'll just use the horses, I guess. Because we're not going to be able to keep these things in position otherwise. Alright, all of you attack the same one, so they only get 1 good anti-cavalry attack on us. And yeah, alright. Not doing as much damage as I would like to these militia. I mean, to be fair, they are in a very favorable position for themselves morale-wise. Okay, at this point, I think we can just save ourselves a little bit of HP. It does seem like Purple's force is maybe pretty spent. I think I'm just gonna break 1 centaur off and have it run back. Yeah, just kind of get over here so that we're not vulnerable to shenanigans. And then the hero's gonna search a ruin. You know, even if you find nothing, you still get a little bit of XP. And then we just push Rageous. Jagarok is still bouncing back and forth between the players, but like, yeah, Pink has been repelled, so Green's army's coming back. Yeah, we're gonna finish this real soon. More dust refineries, always more dust refineries. Now and forever. I still don't know how I feel about that. Actually, I guess we can stop off and get this ruin. Okay, 20 adamantium's pretty cool. So obviously we're just going to try to sink these fire ships over here. We're going to harass this with our lone mastermind in a boat. And you know, like these it looks like for in game terms our improved transport ships don't really function much differently from the enemy's transport ships, and it still shows you like a ship shooting arrows and whatnot. But I like to imagine that it's a little bit more similar to like the loading screen, where the reason we're really good at transport combat is that in fact we just like completely surround the enemy ship and swamp them with bodies leaping up out of the water and dragging them off the sides and stuff. And it looks like we may still be able to get another temple here if the eclipse lasts another turn, which would be cool. All right, let's see if we can't wrap this garbage up. I'm gonna pass on this. I just don't need to be at peace with them. I don't know that it benefits me in any way. Probably doesn't hurt, I guess. You know what? You can't be... I see. They took advantage of my ignorance. Well, shoot. You got me. You made me spend the resources. You are black spotted. Because remember, that is our faction quest right now, is to have them. It makes sense that you can't black spot a person you're at peace with, but I just figured, you know, it's such an underhanded, mean-spirited thing to do that it was very in character for the Morgar, because that's like their whole deal. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff we want to wrap up very quickly at the beginning of this turn. First things first, oops, end of eclipse, that's a little awkward. Fortunately, we do still have, oh no, you know what, don't start with that, start with this. Okay, now get this done. Help with the siege. May as well attack you there as well. So they ejected a forager. Were they maybe thinking they were going to fight us? Or I'm not really sure what their plan is here. The emeralds have run out. Yeah, well, we could buy ourselves up on some stuff. Like, is there red sang on the market? Like, almost any red sang at all? Okay, give me 4 of that. Oh, right, the cost of our boosters has gone up because we have conquered cities. So I need another 15 on top of that, please. Fortunately, money is not really a problem for us right now. One more booster. Somebody needs to fire one more booster. Boy, it would be expensive for it to be us, though. 23 spices? Is that a thing that could happen? I would do that. Nope. Boy, there's not a lot of almost anything here. You know, we don't have wine running. Okay, let's make that the wine happen. And 1. Oh wait, though. I mean, I'm gonna do it, but that doesn't contribute to the event. The event only ticks up when you fire 2nd tier luxuries. Well, I'm gonna hope that somebody else finishes it for us then. Iraku, probably just get more levels of inspirational leader. Ah, they brought in some backup troops, but their backup troops ran out of movement before they actually reached the. Okay, well, we're gonna start the battle so that they don't attack us from. I guess they didn't have another angle, but you know, there's theoretically they could have tried to bring in some other troops to attack us in such a way that all of this stuff would get included. Okay, so one thing at a time. That's obviously not first. Yeah, let's resolve this. Hey, what a surprise. Bunch of cowards. Also retreating. This one's not a retreat because it'll die, but we just kill it in combat. Oh no, actually the opposing troops tried to retreat, but they were destroyed. I wonder why. Why would you even bother trying? In a situation where you have so little health it'll just kill you. Okay, well, let's do it. And again, we're going to maybe micromanage this a little more than is necessary, just to really try to minimize the harms. So I'm going to use these 2 centaurs to control the militia units. Actually, that sucks. But if I don't, yeah, if I don't lock them down, then they get to choose their attacking positions. Yeah, we'll just do it. All right, and all these units need to basically just like run forward as far as they can before firing, because we got a lot of work to do. You know, some amount of the bonus movement from a bonus movement trinket does carry over into battle. Wow, they really did not do very much damage to those guys. I gotta tell you, I'm a little surprised at how poorly that went. Could you please get the job done? There we go. I was really not expecting that unit to survive a single turn, honestly. Okay. Could have gone more smoothly. Why did that not result in me? Oh, because I attacked. Technically, I attacked that army, not the city, I guess. And I'm not allowed to conquer the city now. Oh no! Oh no! That army attacked me is what happened. Even though I thought I had issued a real attack order. Okay, well now it's mine. Hi. Just gonna go ahead and dunk on these dudes. I will say I'm a little surprised that we still... I thought claiming an empty city still cost your action point. Clearly it doesn't, so we were able to do that thing, which is cool. And I'm just going to fold you right into this army, I think. I don't think there's any reason not to. And then, yeah, we can kind of do the same with you. So at this point, purple has one city left. Sorry, no, they don't. They totally have two cities left. They're about to have one city left because green is going to reclaim Jaguarak. Pretty much no doubt. Oh man, it's going to be such a pain to reposition the artillery ships without the dust eclipse. Also, I left my... In my hurry to attack, I may have left my Vor out in the lightning. That's going to degrade the quality of it a little bit. Alright, so definitely don't spend any of the resources, because I think next turn... Yeah, next turn we're going to hit that legendary deed, and then we can spend again. We should probably have... If we're thinking this is maybe going to be a science victory, we should probably have a center for mineralogy in the capital, in the place where we built the, you know, the super science wonder building. Now that we got a national museum, it makes even more sense to build burrows. We'll just build that that triangle, you know, the classic triangle. This city's in kind of a weird spot. I guess at this point we can do the 2 lines build, right? Oh no, I don't have enough population to build another borough. Well, build a coastal battery then, in case anyone decides to attack us by sea. I can't imagine, like, the hubris. I did not seize on this quickly enough. I am going to be very careful not to steal any of their pearls, because the AI gets very cross about that, and understandably so. Don't want to strain my relationship. And out of curiosity, yep, city taken from enemy, common enemy, that totally did work. Okay, so if we can just talk people into wars that we're already winning, we can make good friends with them. And at this point, are we all kind of buddying up? Well, everybody's buddying up with the Draken, at least. Okay, Jaguarak. We have no idea what Jaguarak's garrison looks like, if it's healthy. It may well turn out to be the case that there's a full fortification and a full set of troops in there. So I guess we'll see. Definitely want to make sure we get this before these ships have a chance to move away. And then, I mean, we're gonna start sailing for the Necrophage capital, but I'm not sure we'll get there in time. Artillery ships are very, very slow when you don't have Dust Eclipse cheats. And I do so love the cheats. Alright, sadly, I cannot actually get close enough to this army to attack it. As ever, let's do it manually so that we don't take damage. You're actually in a fine position there, friend. Actually, never mind. You're a little close to that guy for my comfort. I will admit I did not see that coming. That artillery ship choosing to end its turn on the lightning tile for no reason at all. Alright, so you can just barely make it to that thing. You can scout ahead. What's up with this? This army's just kind of like running alongside the city. I mean, we should probably jump them next turn, right? I should not allow them to live. Oh, the city doesn't even have cargo docks, and it absolutely should. Right here seems fine. And look at that. Benevolent Emperor. We got it. Be the first to have 50 of each strategic resource. So it's just a relatively expensive building that you can build in every city that doubles the dust output of the city, provided that you are happy. Alright, somebody else finally did this. We get 400 dust for our 4 commitments. I should be like buying heroes and stuff. Yep, so the 50% cost upgrade is gone, which means, yeah, there's a bunch that we're going to be able to fire immediately. Spices for sure. Quicksilver, there's no reason not to, right? Leveling up our military units matters at least a little bit. Although some of them are dying rather than gaining levels in reality. Okay, now we can start spending our resources again, and I definitely think there's a lot of places where we need to build alchemy labs and alchemy workshops. Down in Grodedge, we have a river tile in this city, so that's probably not a very high priority. This, on the other hand, that's 5 tiles. You know, also Benevolent Emperor is good. Yeah, why don't we focus on that first? So this is measuring the city's approval level, not the empire-wide approval level. Oh yeah, we should definitely build the luxury extractors. Because there are some luxuries that we absolutely can have running 100% of the time that we currently do not have running 100% of the time. All right, let's get a lot of that stuff built. And we still need a lot more tech before we can move up to the next era. I also need to accomplish only 2 more quests to unlock the Breastplate of the Pure. Be the first to have a city with at least 15 districts. Apparently one of the cities we took from the Necrophages has 8, which is close, but I'm sure the Mycera will get here before we can. You need so much population in a city for that to happen. None of the rest of this stuff looks relevant at all. I do think that we're just going to get Hero of Heroes, and that rules. Oh, you know what? We should, well, I guess actually we should probably pick this up. But we also probably want cultural indoctrination, because we can assimilate the Dorgeshi, and now that we're actually building luxury resource extractors, like, we get some real benefit from that. I guess grab this. Oh, right. I was like, why is this army so slow? But right, it's because Mastermind. Can we fix up our Mastermind design? It doesn't need to be awesome. The primary value of the Mastermind in combat is going to be the Bloodlust, but certainly could be better equipped than it is now. They do not have heads that will fit in helmets. I mean, look at that. I'm not even sure how it... Does it see? Are there eyes? No, I don't think so. It can rock unsteady or slow down. Let's give it unsteady. So if we do have it attack an enemy, at least gives them a significant debuff. And I don't know, just don't die? Okay, a little bit of bonus move will help. There we go. 6 is still not... It's not quite what we were moving at before, but it'll do. Alright, so we got all this running. And we have 2,000 dust. Let's have a quick look at the hero screen. So how many unheroed cities do I have now? Many. Several. More than one by a bunch. Who would be good at the job? Science Boost 1 is not like super compelling. Food Boost 3 is not bad. Jasa Murdap is a good governor, particularly in like high dust area, high like deserty areas. Traveling Salesman, we have a couple of cities where that would be very relevant. And then trade route bonus into additional trade routes and more money from your trade routes very smoothly into Inspirational Leader and Cold Operator. There is an Ipsawacha, Industry Efficiency 2, with that very good Wild Walker's tree. Bazi Safar Bahas is Dust Boost 1, which is kind of whatever. Dust Boost 3, again, sort of dust focused, this time more river based. Any terrain with dust. Broken Lords do upgrade your resource extractors, and this applies to both luxury and strategic extractors in the region, so that's pretty cool. I think we're going to take the Jasa Murdap, though. And, I mean, like, I feel like we got to put Jasa Murdap down in Vedra, right? This city is built on top of such an extremely large number of anomalies. Let's not take another level of this. So, trade route bonus on city trade routes. The city can't trade, but I guess we don't get anything from this. This will be valuable if we move him eventually. And then we can buy another one right now. Like Unwin Waybridge. It's not terrible. How's this Ipsawacha? Okay, so he's got the skill points in the right places. Yeah, you know what? Wild Walkers just make like such extremely good governors. So we probably just want to put him in the place where the population is the highest. Gonley sounds just fine. Yeah, because we're gonna get the best total payout on his industry efficiency that way. And your job is to... Oh, go get my pearls. Careful. Let us not antagonize. We do have 90 pearls built up, and I don't actually have a good idea of what I want to use them for, so we should probably figure that out. Like, obviously, we can build strategic and luxury intensifiers. Might be a smart thing to do. Actually, yeah, like, Vedra is built right up against one of its luxuries. Okay, that's probably a fair idea. So, the Abbey of Anomalies, obviously, is very competitive as well in a lot of cities. Let's grab the strategic intensifier technology. So, you build this district on top of a strategic resource, you get some science and double mining speed. Of course, they cost pearls to put up. Huh. Why can I not... Oh, because I grabbed the design for strategic instead of luxury. I mean, we'll make use of that too. But yeah, what I wanted was a luxury intensifier. Dust and double mining speed. Yeah, I'm certain we'll get some use out of the strategic one as well. I'm not too broken up about the misclick. All right, let's have lunch. Well, you know, they are still producing armies. We're still seeing purple armies pushing westward. A lot of green units, though, as well. I'm a little worried about this battle, because our remaining, like, good offensive troops are pretty soft here. Pretty injured. Oh, and the blood crystal ran out. That's unacceptable. Maybe gonna be kind of hard to... Yeah, I don't think we can buy enough to rerun it. Just barely. Just barely cannot. Well, I was sort of relying on some of those stats. It's fine, probably. And we found nothing. Okay, green armies running away from Jagarak, not what I want to see. Oh, they just ran. Really? I was kind of expecting that to turn out to just be, like, actually kind of a difficult battle. Well, I guess... Okay, Gonley has started to generate militia again. Boy, I sure hope Ahota Zeltana's army turns around and picks those guys off, because I don't want to have to deal with them. Okay, Little Undand, what do you want now? We definitely need to build Imperial funding in more places. I don't know, like, this is a spot where it's a little bit higher priority, although actually, you know, for volcanic terrain, we get science on a remarkably small number of those tiles. It's not actually much different than building it here. Well, build this instead. That doesn't require any strategics for the moment. Yeah, we probably want to get Benevolent Emperor up everywhere reasonably quickly. This city doesn't have that many districts. Oh, but it should definitely have an alchemy workshop. And oh, we don't even have geomic labs, so that's got to get fixed. Yeah, we got some real basics to build up here. And unfortunately, it's looking more and more to me like we are probably going to have to construct us some more military units. I don't really want to. Okay, it's a fair number of pearls. How many is that? 6, so we're going to be at 55. So down here we could use the strategic intensifier to get us some mithrite. Over here, actually that's perfect, because the special pearl districts do not require you to have population to build them. So this gets us out to the sea without having to generate more bodies first, which is pretty cool. What does it cost for me to buy out my units at this point? If I wanted to buy a basic centaur, okay, it's about what we have in the bank. Do I think that's going to be enough? Oh, we should probably actually, like, spend this Ipsawatch's skill points. And also, maybe, equip him with some real gear, because it's looking to me like a storm's coming. So, hold on. The army that's coming in for the city does not have any flying units in it. It's all melee. So I'm going to go ahead and keep him in crossbow and shield configuration then. Remember, we do have access to some slightly better shields on a hero. Probably we want to use the tier 3 titanium. Oh, right, I forgot. The Wildwalker archer heroes can also use mage wands. That's interesting. 35, so it would be the glass steel. 18 attack, 20 damage. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, but that's a two-handed weapon. Yeah, it's fine. And then we'll throw some stuff. I'm unsure. I assume that these army boosts do affect the garrison, but I don't know that for certain. Obviously, there's no reason to equip a movement trinket. We can give your army an initiative boost. He already has army damage boost too, so there's no sense in equipping that one. But there ought to be an army damage or an army attack boost. Yeah, let's grab that as well. And you know, we can do a little bit better here. Let's go for the attack headwear. Yeah, just overall toughness stuff. 1446 versus 2448. I mean, the Palladian is almost valueless, right? We should just do the best thing regardless of whether it's a little bit more expensive. Okay, let's do that. And then we would have to sell something to get up to buyout resources, which we should probably do. I am going to put another body in here, and then So this army can only make it this far in a single turn. They're not going to be able to contribute to that anyway. I have no idea at what point the second militia unit gets generated. I hope that it's soon. It's like Uardin has its second militia. Ursay has its, so Genli can't be too far off, because I feel like we got Genli and Ursay at around the same time. Well, let's hope. Because I do not realistically have a way of getting any more units over there. And, you know, I generated this thing just to sit back at home and be defense, but maybe we need to start running you for the front. Okay, so you probably just don't have much of a role at this point. You're just along to grab ruins. So what does this city have? It has a heck of a lot of districts. It has the Museum of Auriga, obviously, which is pretty cool. But overall, it's not really that impressive of a city. I'm surprised they managed to get the museum. Yeah, I have no idea why Olive Green's units turned around. Hopefully they'll turn back around. Make my life a little bit easier. And I think maybe this is where we're going to call it for today. Olive Blue's troops just went home. They couldn't have the city they were after, and so they just abandoned me. Terrible. All right, this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I was hoping we'd be able to bring the necrophages down, but I kind of also thought that Green was going to provide a little bit of pressure on that quest. And boy, they sure did not do that and kind of did the opposite, just handed Purple a city. But when you come back next time tomorrow, conclusive. We are going to conclude this war one way or the other. And we'll see you then.